Imagine you're watching a movie about a Russian named Marchenko. He is a smuggler delivering US tech to the Russian army. But the US government needs to stop him or they risk shifting powers to Russia and fuel global conflict. The network of Marchenko deceives Western companies to get their tech behind enemy lines, so Russian troops can use it on the battlefields in Ukraine. Except this time you aren't watching a movie. The Marchenko network is real and you play a role, but let's rewind. On 24 February 2022, the Russian President Putin started a full-scale invasion of Ukraine. But starting a war is easy. Instead, winning one is hard. And if your infrastructure dates back from the Cold War, it's impossible. Russia is in desperate need of advanced military tech. The problem is that the EU and the US imposed sanctions regulations on the Russian economy. Russia was blocked from access to state-of-the-art battlefield equipment. Their only solution was to circumvent the sanctions. So they created a web of shell companies in many countries outside Russia, like China, Singapore, and Turkey. Then they placed orders with commercial Western companies, only to divert the goods to Russia. This is exactly how Maxim Marchenko smuggled displays for night vision goggles and rifle scopes. Through shell companies in China and Hong Kong, he tricked the US companies into sending the components to what they believed were East Asian medical companies. Instead, Marchenko was sending these critical pieces of tech to Russian arms manufacturers. But the US authorities caught Marchenko in September 2023 after smuggling $1.6 million from the US to Russia. He most likely spent the rest of his life behind bars. But apparently, not a single company that sold its tech to Marchenko ever raised suspicion. Despite compliance procedures, not one employee noticed a red flag, not when handling purchase orders or export documents. Never. So this is also about you. Even in the grand scheme of things, you do have a role. Whatever your job, sales, logistics, finance, never underestimate the value of your position. Thank you for looking out if something suspicious is passing through your company's systems or mailbox. There are still many other networks like Marchenko's active in our economy. The Marchenko Network represents less than 0.01% of the total estimated smuggled value. So please raise your concerns when something feels off.